There comes a day in your life where the tears stop. Not because you're healed, but because you've learned you don't have time to break anymore. That's the day life hits differently. That's the day your heart hardens. That's the day your mindset changes. And that's the day a legend is born. Look at Luffy. Everyone sees the smile, the laughter, the carefree attitude, but no one sees the pain behind it. No one sees the moments. He stood alone with tears burning in his eyes and still said, "I'm not stopping." Because real strength isn't about being fearless, it's about being tearless when life gives you every reason to fall apart. You've had those moments too, haven't you? Moments where the world turned cold. Moments where people you trusted left. Moments where you learned the hard way that not everyone stays and not every pain can be shared. But you kept going. You kept breathing. You kept moving. And that says something about you. You're stronger than you think. Your struggle may be silent, but your endurance is loud. Your pain may be hidden, but your strength is undeniable. This is where your story begins, not in comfort, not in happiness, not in an easy life, but in the moment you decided, no more tears, only focus, only progress, only forward. This is the mindset that separates the average from the unstoppable. This is the mindset that turns boys into warriors and dreamers into kings. And right now, it's turning you into someone the world isn't ready for. There's a kind of pain you don't tell anyone about. Not your friends, not your family, not even the people closest to you. It's the pain you carry quietly, the kind that sits in your chest, like a weight you can't drop. Luffy knows that pain. He lost people he loved, watched dreams shatter, saw the world break in front of him, and still he stood up. But here's the truth no one says. Strength is not born from victory. Strength is born from the pain you survive alone. You've survived those moments too. The nights where sleep doesn't come because your thoughts won't stop. The days where you pretend everything is fine just to keep moving. The moments you wanted to scream but stayed silent because breaking down wasn't an option. You kept walking with a cracked heart and a heavy mind, yet somehow you made it to today. And that is your turning point. Because when life pushes you to the edge of your limits, you learn something powerful. No one is coming to save you. And that is why you must save yourself. Luffy didn't wait for a miracle. He didn't wait for someone stronger. He didn't wait for a perfect moment. He fought. He failed. He stood up. He failed again. And still he kept reaching for the next step. Not because he had no fear, but because he had purpose. And that's what you're discovering right now. This pain you carry, it's not a curse, it's fuel. It's teaching you to endure. It's teaching you to grow. It's teaching you to become someone who doesn't break easily. And someday when you look back at this version of you, you'll realize this was the moment you stopped being fragile and started becoming unstoppable. There comes a point in life where pain stops being something you run from and becomes something you rise through. That point is where everything changes. Because once you stop crying, once you stop breaking, once you stop begging life to be easy, you unlock a version of yourself that fear can't touch and failure can't break. That's what happened to Luffy. When he lost, he didn't collapse forever. When he broke, he didn't stay shattered. When the world pushed him down, he didn't stay on his knees. He did the one thing that turns weak people into warriors. He stood up again. Not with tears, not with excuses, but with determination, burning hotter than the pain. And you can do the same. Because every time you rise, every time you push back, every time you silence the voice that says quit, you rewrite who you are. Listen to this. Pain is temporary. Regret is permanent. But discipline, that's forever. You don't need tears to grow. You need pressure. You need failure. You need struggle that hits so hard you have no choice but to rise stronger. People think strength is loud, big wins, big moments, big glory. But real strength is quiet. It happens in the morning when you choose to keep going. It happens at night when you refuse to quit. It happens in the moments no one claps for you, no one praises you, no one even notices you. Just like Luffy, your comeback won't start with a victory. It starts with a decision. I won't stay down. That's what makes you dangerous. That's what makes you unstoppable. That's what makes you tearless. The hardest battles in life are never the ones fought with fists. They're the ones fought inside your mind. People see your strength, your calm face, your I'm fine attitude, but they don't know how many storms you've learned to hide. They don't know how many times your heart wanted to give up while your body kept moving, just because stopping wasn't an option. And that's what makes your journey powerful. Because Luffy wasn't unbreakable. He was just unbelievably brave in the moments he felt broken. When Ace died, the entire world saw him smile later, but no one truly understood how much he had to fight just to breathe normally again. He didn't cry forever. He didn't beg for mercy. He didn't run away. He stood up, but not because the pain disappeared. He stood up because he refused to let that pain define him. And that's the same war you're fighting right now. The war between who you are and who you're trying to become. Between the version of you that hurts and the version of you that rises. Between the voice that whispers, give up, and the fire inside that answers, not today. People think being tearless means you feel nothing, but they're wrong. Being tearless means you feel everything and still choose to move forward. It means carrying heartbreak with steady hands. It means carrying pressure with a quiet mind. It means letting pain hit you without letting it control you. And if you're hearing this, if you're still here, if you're still pushing, even when life feels heavy, then you've already grown far beyond the person you used to be. You're not just surviving anymore, you're evolving. You're becoming the version of yourself that pain tried to stop, but failed. There is a moment in every warrior's life when the world thinks they're finished, when everyone assumes the pain has broken them for the final time. But that's the moment true legends are born. Luffy didn't rise because he was the strongest. He rose because he refused to stay defeated. Every time life knocked him down, he hit back harder. Every time he failed, he came back smarter. Every time someone said, "You can't," he turned it into, "Watch me." And now it's your turn to ignite that same fire. Because no matter how silent your pain is, no matter how invisible your struggle is, no matter how heavy your past feels, you're still here. And that means the fight isn't over. It means the world hasn't seen your final form yet. It means you haven't unleashed your real strength. Listen closely. Your tears didn't make you weak. Your survival made you unstoppable. Every scar on your heart is proof that you refused to quit. Every failure you endured is proof that you kept moving. Every lonely night you survived is proof that you're built from something unbreakable. And now, you rise with a mindset more dangerous than any power. The mindset of someone who stands up without crying, without complaining, without backing down. The mindset of someone who knows what they've survived and refuses to be shaken again. The mindset of someone, Ito, who is tearless. This is your comeback. This is your awakening. This is the part of your life where everything changes. Not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. And when the world looks at you again, They won't see the person who struggled. They won't see the person who hurt. They'll see the warrior who rose from pain without breaking, just like Luffy. And now, you've reached the moment every warrior meets in their journey, the moment where the pain settles, the noise fades, and only one thing remains: who you choose to be. Not who you were yesterday, not who people said you were, not who your past tried to shape, but who you decide to become right now. Because the truth is simple, you don't become strong by avoiding pain. You become strong by walking through it without letting it break you. That's what Luffy did. That's what every true fighter does. And that's what you're doing right now. You didn't collapse. You didn't quit. You didn't drown in your tears. You chose to rise. You chose to fight. You chose to build a mind that doesn't shatter when life gets heavy. And that makes you unstoppable. Remember this: a tearless heart is not a cold heart, it's a trained one. It's a heart that has learned to stay steady when everything around it falls apart. A mind that stays unbroken in moments designed to destroy you. A spirit that refuses to bow even when it hurts to stand. This is who you are becoming. Not by chance, not by luck, but by choice. So as you walk out of this moment, carry this with you. You don't need to prove anything to anyone else. The world doesn't need to understand your struggle. They don't need to validate it. They don't need to see your journey. Because one day they will see the result. They will see the strength. They will see the discipline. They will see the fire in your eyes. That wasn't there before. They will see someone who rose without crying, someone who survived without breaking, someone who became unstoppable in silence. That someone is you. This isn't the end of your story. This is the beginning of the version of you the world isn't ready for. Stay strong, stay focused, stay tearless. Your rise starts now.